My mom told me not to talk to strangers on the internet, but I'm glad I didn't listen. We are the Certified Noonas, your sisters in the love of Asian entertainment.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
I'm Jessie.
I'm Natalia.
And I'm Sky.
And it's that time again. Time for us to talk about all the stuff we've been watching. Woohoo! Yeah, this is for some reason everyone's favorite segment. Not listen, the people keep asking for it, so
the
we
people
will keep,
have spoken.
The people have spoken. They want to listen. They want to know what we're watching and what we thought about what we're watching. So here we go. We're gonna start with Amanda. Amanda, what have you been watching since the last time we recorded about what you've been watching?
Racket Boys, Racket Boys, Racket Boys, Racket Boys.
Only Racket
like
Boys.
Racket Boys. It's really, really good. It's the same writer as Prison Playbook, which I also loved. This is a little lighter because, it's dealing with kids in middle school who play sports as opposed to people wrongfully or rightfully imprisoned. So it's really good, really cute. The way they're dealing with first loves with a lot of the kids, and it's slow paced, but it feels very realistic and sweet and not too cringy, just really cute. The sports stuff is great. There's a big match like every weekend. They sort of jump through time fairly well. Like it's like, okay, and now we're like a month later and things have progressed. So none of the athletes who have gotten so much better or whatever, it doesn't feel weird because it's been 3 months. So one would hope that they got better. And it's kind of cute with the male lead is the same boy from Move to Heaven, completely different. Like I've only seen him in 2 different things and I'm like, wow, this kid can act, because like he's such a different character in both things. So wildly different. It's very impressive. And that it basically all forms around his family. In the beginning, they live in Seoul. His dad is a sort of badminton coach, but kind of an out of work badminton coach. He plays baseball. He's the star pitcher, but because his family has no money, he can't go and do the training stuff and all that. His dad gets a job in a small town middle school as a badminton coach. So he has to move away, and there's no baseball where he moves to. And the badminton team only has 3 people, and you have to have a minimum of 4 in order to attend competitions. So his dad basically bribes him like, I will get the house Wi-Fi if you just join the team. Like, please just join the team so that these other 3 kids
Wi-Fi can get you places.
Exactly. So he does, and it's small town living. Like if you loved that aspect of when the weather was fine, this has that and then some, and it's just so sweet, and they delve into the stories, the lives of the people who live around them, and sort of slowly unfold some of those stories, so you're learning more and more about the different characters. It's interesting because the male lead and the female athlete lead have a sort of a sweet kind of romance thing growing, but it's interesting because they also show how they kind of parallel his parents' relationship, because his parents were both badminton athletes and who met when they were young. And so you sort of see how she's a lot like his mom and he's a lot like his dad personality wise and stuff, and the way that badminton kind of brings them together and the friendships that they make in the team and stuff. And it's kind of like Prison Playbook too, in the sense that a lot of times they'll kind of lead you somewhere and you're like, oh, I see where this is going, and then they'll flip it on its head and it's a totally different thing than what you thought was going to happen, and it winds up, instead of being dark, it's cute. Or sometimes it's like, instead of being cute, it turns out it was dark, but it's not so dark that you can't, it's the kind of thing where like they have stories about suicide and about just different struggles that people have. The struggle of having no money, or the struggle of having a sick child or a sick parent, or being elderly and having families that live far away and don't want to visit you and stuff like that. So they deal with a lot of those issues, but always kind of in a heartwarming way that, like, I find every weekend I'm tearing up just a little bit, like, oh, I was not expecting that out of this story. So it's kind of cute. Last night I was like in the trailer, everybody gone to bed. I'm lying in bed, all in the dark with just my little screen, my earphones in, and I'm watching this episode. And they're watching a scary movie, and on the screen, everybody on the screen jumped, and just as they jumped, my daughter came over and like reached in to give me a hug. So they all jumped, and this hand reached in front of my screen. I screamed, and it was like, oh my god! And she's like, "What are you watching?" And I'm like, "A show about badminton."
You're like, listen, this is on you, this isn't on me. I had headphones on. You gotta slowly approach. You can't just reach in here.
So my other trailer watch, because I can, download episodes and whatnot, it's called My Little Baby. It's an older drama. It's about a cop who, his sister and brother-in-law die, and
I love that show.
He has to take his baby niece, and start raising her. And he moves into a new apartment complex because he needs multiple bedrooms now. And he gets basically a 3-bedroom so that he can have a place for the baby, a place for him. And Kim Min Jae, his best friend, moves in to help, quotation marks, help with being a dad. But he basically gives random advice and then runs out the door before he can actually be coerced into doing anything. But it's still cute. You get to
it's a very cute
in his deep voice cuddling a baby once in a while, which is fun. I really like the way the setup for it is it'll show these deep gritty cop car chases where he's searching a guy for drugs or whatever, and it's this is how my life used to be. And then it shows the baby puking on him, and it's and this is what my life is now. And or he's driving the car around slowly in circles around a traffic circle to get the baby to fall asleep and stuff. And just sort of and it's how did I get here? But it's very cute. I mean, I'm only a couple episodes in so far, but so far I quite like it. Looks like maybe they're setting me up for a love triangle, which, whatever. But I really like the moms. I like all the difference in the different moms and stuff, and his relationship with them. And it's, I dig it. It's nice, light fun and it's on Netflix, so I can download the episodes and watch them at the trailer when everybody else goes to sleep. And it's freezing. We've had a heat warning all week, and then suddenly yesterday, it's freezing cold.
I was wearing a sweater earlier today. It's very
crazy.
It was too cold to even just sit out by the fire last night and be cozy. Mostly because you're still wearing shorts and a sweatshirt, but probably if I bundled up better. But it's July 1st. I refuse. So I went to bed instead. I started So Not Worth It, which I think the whole thing dropped on Netflix at once. I think there's 12 episodes maybe, but they're only half hour long. It's very, very sitcom-y. Think Nickelodeon, Disney Family, it's got that Saturday morning, Saved by the Bell kind of vibes to it.
They have a laugh track, don't they?
They do. It's poorly timed, a little awkward. Hyunmin is in it, and he is fabulous. He's so good in it. His character is hilarious. He's great in it. I mean, I don't know where it's going, but there's an obvious setup with the female lead is his best friend, kind of. They sort of say that at times, and she's kind of got a romance going with this other Korean student. But you can kind of see how if it wasn't Hyunmin playing this character, his character is the one that would probably be the real romantic lead, in most K-dramas. But Hyunmin being black, it is probably a bit of a non-starter as far as Korean audiences go. So he has more screen time than the male lead does. He has more storyline than the male lead does. He does so much more, and he's so much more interesting. So, yeah, it's a good time. I quite enjoy it. So, I started Falling Into Your Smile, also great. Much better. What's the word? Oh, in-game play. The in-game play is much better than like, say, Go-Go Squid, where it was just, numbers across the screen or whatever. It's very pretty to watch the fighting. It is what it is. It's your typical rom-com. I heard that maybe there was some controversy with it about the writing, but I haven't looked into that too much. As far as it goes right now, I'm just really enjoying it. It's your typical C-drama, rom-com, esports.
Situation. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So, Jessie, what about you? What have you been watching?
So I've been watching a lot. I finished a bunch of stuff because it was 2 p.m. week last week. I decided to finish up 2 of the dramas I had on my watching list, which was Vincenzo, which I really liked. I still don't like most of the humor on it, but like everything else about it was so good that it kind of took over.
That ending. Whew.
Yeah, no, there's some like absolutely incredibly done scenes in that drama. Like, it doesn't have any right to be that good in that drama.
It doesn't.
But it did. So I'm glad that I finished it. The second thing that I watched was Confession, which was a drama that I had started when it was airing, then tried to finish last year during my 2 p.m.-a-thon, but didn't happen. But I finished it now. Solid crime drama. Has Junho in it. It's got a lot of like kind of like twists on the main central line, and I really like that. So if you're looking for a crime drama, I definitely suggest that. And then there are a couple of other things that I finished, but I talked about in the halftime show, so go there. And in currently watching, I am watching Voice 4, which, yes, I did finish all the other voices to get to Voice 4. Yay me!
You did it!
I did it! I am up to date with Voice 4. I kind of like it. I think I'm liking it better than 2 and 3. We'll see. There's a character named Chad. I absolutely hate him. I really don't like to be...
There's a character named Chad?
Yeah.
That seems
Chad.
fair.
So-
His name is Chad.
Chad.
Yeah, so like the whole thing is that
failure.
what's his face? The main male lead guy from Player. He is actually LAPD, and that's how he's in Korea. And so it's like kind of set up with the story, and Chad is part of the
Chad.
2 like LAPD officers that have been like basically stay behind in Korea with him. He's terrible. He's so bad. And I'm not even like joking. I actually feel bad saying this on the podcast. He's just a really bad actor.
Yeah.
And it's like hard for this drama. It really pulls you out. Like it's like he's some like swarmy villain from like, the 60s Batman and Robin.
Oh no.
Oh.
Like he shouldn't be, unless like his character's gonna do something later, which whatever. I guess if he's still here, then that's a possibility. But it just doesn't work. It's past the like his character is the Korean, but he like and he speaks in English and it's past the weird English stuff. But I like the crime so far. So
yeah,
it'll be fine. I'm also on Hospital Playlist 2. Up to date with that. It's just as great as season 1. So if you're worried about it, it's great. And I just really love that show. It's very nice. It's like my like warm and fuzzy
calm, happy
drama.
show.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then finally, I'm picking up Beyond Evil because that's like my goal
I'm about to start that one too.
Yeah. So I have like half the series left, maybe even less than that. I have to check. But that's kind of my goal for the next couple of days. So yeah,
Nice.
Those are what I've been watching. What about you, Natalia?
Oh boy, I've been watching a bit. Okay, I've taken a break from my Minecraft videos every once in a while to like. Come
I
in.
haven't.
I haven't either. This is patent lie. But on YouTube, I just finished a GMMTV series that just ended called Fish Upon the Sky, which was surprisingly cute. Like it was very cheesy, like the usual like college age, you know, rom-coms that GMMTV puts out, but it was like really heartfelt at the same time. So you're just like, oh, like this is really nice. And like the two leads were really cute, and it's not an engineer this time, though there is an engineer.
It's a miracle.
There is an engineer in the second male lead, so like there's.
I mean, they had to get that one.
They had to get it in there.
They gotta get it in there.
So it's like there's like two love stories going on. One is between a dental student and a med student, but like it's like sort of enemies to lovers, where the dental student hates the med student but doesn't know that, and is in love with his best friend, but doesn't know that the med student is in love with him. But it's like real obvious to like literally anybody else, like. And then it has also like the, you know, the makeover where it's like he's like, oh, like I'm so ugly, and like, you know, it's like they take off his glasses and suddenly he's hot, you know, the classic. And then the other story is with his older brother, who is a 5th year engineering student because he failed this one class, but like no one in this class that he has to take, 'cause it's like a 1st year class. They're like, oh, I heard that there's like a 5th year student who's like failed this easy class, and so it's him and like this 1st year, I don't even know, they don't even think they say what department he's in, who's like just kind of dumb, like, but they're dumb in very different ways, and it's like sort of endearing that way. And then it also has, you know, the comic relief, so they have this older brother's 4 best friends who are all like ladies men, but like shouldn't be. Like when you're watching it, you're like, what is happening? Like, you know, they'll be like, yeah, like all the ladies love him. There's like this one guy who's so hot, and it's just like this average looking like pudgy dude who's like, ladies, calm yourselves. I know I'm good looking, but like relax. And then there's, anyway, it's ridiculous as they always get. It's good fun. I finished Doom at Your Service. I was watching it like as a like group watch with a couple people, no one on this podcast, but we are starting a new one if y'all want to join another one for monthly house, whatever that's called. So Doom at Your Service, I really liked it. I thought it was really well done, though I will say it's sort of like it's 2 different shows happening simultaneously. So one's like a fantasy romance, and the other's just a straight up like love triangle, and they don't actually have anything to do with each other. They're just like the characters know each other. It's very bizarre, but it's really enjoyable. Like it was really beautifully filmed and well acted. Just a few more things. I also finished a little web drama called Next Door Witch J. It was okay. Like it was just cute, and it was, you know, it's about like battling YouTubers, so like YouTube beauty YouTubers who hate each other. Like it's fine. It was.
I'm gonna admit, it always throws me off whenever they put witch in a title,
Yeah.
and they don't really mean a witch.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, you go and you're like, I want this. Oh, no spells. Okay.
they're just YouTube beauty YouTubers. It's on Viki. It's like took me maybe. It's like they're all like 10-minute episodes. Like it's not.
No.
It's like a real like web drama. Cute though. I'm still against my better judgment watching Love is Phantom. I don't know where this show is going. I don't like. Listen.
It is what it is.
Like, so much happens, but nothing happens at the same time. I can't even explain it. Like, every time you think something's gonna happen, it doesn't, but a lot of stuff has already happened, and they make out a lot, but like, I don't get the chemistry at all. Anyway, it sucked me in, so I can't stop. And the final thing I'm watching, which I've been keeping up with, is My Roommate is a Gummy Hoe. I love it. It's like goofy, but well done goofy. So yeah, it's on Viki now, but I've been watching it on iQIYI because I have a iQIYI membership. I might as well use it. And just the subs are quicker there. So just, you know, here he's just always a delight. Like she's just so, but I never understand. Like, there's always like people like, oh, she's so plain, and like that's always like a joke on the show. Like, oh, why would the guys like her? Like, she's so average looking, and I'm like, what? What are you talking about? She's so good looking. Like, y'all, like, how delusional do you want us to be here? Like, this is not the plain Jane you think it is. Anyway, that's basically what I've been watching. What about you, Sky?
I'm pretty much behind on everything I've been watching. And it echoes a lot of what you guys have said. So, Falling Into Your Smile, I'm watching. I think I watched 2 episodes of that. The lead female character, not the actress, but the character was bothering me to where she kind of trying to become a professional gamer, all these things, but she obviously wasn't trying very hard. Like, she would say she would want to do it, but then be lazy about things, and that really, it bothers me more when it's the female character.
It always is, yeah.
It didn't project well on females, so like I was having some struggles with that. We'll see if I stick with it. I kind of have doubts, but I figured I'd give it a shot. Way behind on Roommate is Gumi Hope, but enjoying it. Still haven't finished Taxi Driver yet, but really enjoying it. Talked about that way more on the halftime show, so go listen to that. Love is Phantom.
Oh God, just
I really like it. But I don't
like it
know why.
too, but exactly. It's confusing. Like
I would not recommend it to someone who hasn't like experienced a different J drama first, at least. Like,
yeah, it's something. It's
you always think a lot of it's, oh, is this person scheming something? And the answer is no, they're not. Like, no one is scheming anything, but it seems like they are. Do It Your Service, I'm way behind on. I really enjoy it. I just haven't had time for it. We all watched the Yin Yang Master Dream of Eternity on our Patreon monthly watch with our Found Family people. So that was actually really fun. That was Natalia's pick.
That was a lot of fun.
It was
really
very
fun.
pretty. As someone who has not watched, I'm pretty sure I have not watched, a period fantasy Chinese movie before, and it was just really enjoyable. So
It was
fun.
Now the climax lasted a good 20 minutes, so just
it kept going.
Yeah.
hold on to your britches for that climax. It lasts a long time. But I recommend it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
It was definitely a fun group watch too, because we could comment on the costumes.
It really was a good group
be
watch.
confused together at like motives.
We had a lot of fun. And if you want to get in on that fun, we do it once a month with the Found Family members over on Patreon. All levels are welcome at the, at the private watch parties.
Yeah. And then I've been watching. Just every couple weeks, I watch a couple episodes of Used for My Talent, which is the Chinese version of Queen with Passion for Now, with Jasper, Liu, and they also have Yanan from Pentagon in it. Yanan plays the kid brother of the main female character, who ends up dating the best friend. Anyway, they try to do kind of the Noonas thing with that relationship a little bit, and. I mean, Jasper Liu, he does well. Of course, it's Jasper. So,
yeah, well.
I feel like the motives on all the company politics and stuff are a little bit different than Queen with Passion for Now. But then it makes me question if I'm just not remembering correctly.
I was listening to Soju Chronicles talk about it today, and they had a guest on who has watched both or is watching the one and had watched the other. And she said they're very, very similar, but the Chinese one feels like a Chinese version and the K-drama one feels like a K-drama, and she was like, and there's all those little differences that it's probably not just you, like
well, it was more like the main like politics so far earlier on in the show, at least it's that he wants to replace all of the human cleaners with robots, and I just don't remember that being a thing.
No, that wasn't a thing in the original. No. He just had his one robot in the original that he was like friends.
Right.
It was like his only friend was the robot.
The Roomba is the same thing. Like everything seems the same, but then it keeps being like I want to replace the human cleaners with all the robots. And I'm like, feel like this is different, but it's been so long since I watched it.
Yeah, no, that is different.
Other than that, though, the vibes are very similar. Except, I will say, I do like this difference, which to me is very important. In Clean with Passion for Now, they made a huge point about the female lead character being dirty, and not just the fact that he was germophobic and all these things. They really tried to play up like to a hilariously like that she was gross to everyone, and an unkept person to the max. They didn't do that with this female character. They saw no
need. There wasn't really a need in the original either.
I mean, but she calls herself a slob or whatever. She's just a normal person who works a lot of jobs and wears hoodies or something. Like, it's not, they didn't do the, she seems like she doesn't shower ever type thing. So I found that a very interesting difference and kind of important, because that actually bothered me about Clean with Passion for Now. It made it difficult with that character because I would always feel sorry for how they built the character. So that's it. I watch Use for My Talent when I go donate platelets. So like, if anyone talks to me about it, like I already pretty much know the plot. I know what's going on with the germophobic stuff. So it's like rewatching something, but not. So it works.
So that's what we've been watching these days. Wow, we have finished what we're watching, and you're thinking, oh, well, this seems like a pretty short episode. Well, surprise! We're gonna keep going, because now we're gonna talk about what we've been listening to. Ha-ha! Gotcha! Gotcha! Anyway, so we're gonna go in the same order. What have we been listening to? Let's start with Amanda. What is new on your Spotify?
Sam Kim, The Juice. Love it. Love it. I mean, I always love Sam Kim, so... and this song is good, great, groovy. I dig it. So, Cozy Pop had a new album come out. As always, lots of good, new, interesting stuff. In particular, on this, there's a song on there by Damn Duck called Toy Story. And it's good enough, but her voice is so good. And I was like, I had to go check the rest of her stuff out. There's not a lot on Spotify right now, but all of it's good. Her voice is so good, so groovy. She's got a bit of a kind of like a 70s disco R&B kind of thing going on, and coupled with her fabulous voice, chef's kiss. I love it. Love all of it. TXT re-released OX1 or Love Song or whichever title, whatever, with my darling PH1 in there, and Woody Gochild and Sorry, and it was a good song to begin with, but you know, you throw PH1 in and now I like it even better. So that was a nice little surprise. NCT Dream had an album come out, Dive Into You. I really dig the song. I like those boys. They're a delight. I'm glad that they're not doing the you all age out and we're bringing in new kids thing, because I like them. So I like them together. So that's good. That's a little, you know, they're all growing up now, and now they were always making grown music, and it was like, okay, but you're 16, stop singing about sex. Like, now they're 20, so you're like, I still don't want to hear you talk about sex, but fine, whatever. Like, it's a good song, so I'll deal with it. Knive had a new song called Escape. It's really good. He's got a beautiful voice.
It is good.
He's lovely. So, yeah. And XBF has this song called Time Will Tell. And it's really, really good. And I really like it. But like, I think I know it. Like, I think it's a remake or a partial remake. Like the chorus maybe is from an older song, because I like listened to it the first time and I knew all the words to the chorus. So I'm like, okay, but I can't figure out what song. Cause like then the rap like verses are his own. But then when he sings it, I'm just like, this song, it feels familiar in a way that I can't put my finger on. So I just don't know And I was like Googling the lyrics and stuff, trying to figure it out, and I was getting nothing. So if you know, like, comment, let me know. And then I came home from the trailer today to record our podcast, and DPR Live has dropped a new song called Yellow Cab, and it's fantastic. The song is a lot of fun, very kind of bubbly. I watched, in a weird change for me, I watched the video first and then listened to the song. And the video is very bright and colorful and kind of wacky. There's a lot of, I don't know, VR stuff going on or whatever. It's very weird, very fun, cool. There's like a car accident in the middle, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I was listening to the song in the car as I went to like pick my daughter up from work. And the car accident is in the song. Like, I was like, nearly had a heart attack driving the car, because I think I was going through like a intersection, and all of a sudden you hear this like screeching tires and like, and you're like, what? Oh, it's the song. Great. Thanks, DPR Live. That's great. But it is a fun song, so definitely worth checking out. How about you, Jessie?
So my little
Were there any indie
group,
bands?
Yeah.
Oh, the little indie group had their comeback.
I know, my little indie group had a comeback, and it's been going really well. So like, I'm very excited about this. If you don't know, one of my favorite indie groups of all time came back with an album called Must. Their name is 2 p.m.
Listen, I wonder how long we're gonna keep this bit going.
Forever. But it's great. It's everything that I wanted out of the album. I mean, I kind of figured it would be, because 2 p.m. does writes their own stuff, and I like the stuff that they write, so they're not gonna go drastically or anything. And it, like, yes, it's been a while since they've come back, but it's not like they just all stopped doing music in between then, you know, and hadn't been writing or anything. But the entire album is solid. The music video is great. It's fun. The title track is Make It. Okay or Not is like, I think I've solidified on that being my top song off the album, although it's just been on repeat the entire album. So if you haven't checked them out, you should. Also, 2 p.m. is back in all the variety show stuff, and it's just, this is like the best time for Jessie. I mean, like, I am up like in the mornings watching them on music shows, and they're on I love this time. This is like, I'm the happiest I've been in 2 years. So yay. But other than 2 p.m., I have been listening to some things. Pink Fantasy, which is a group that that debuted a couple of years ago. They started out as a, you know, Dreamcatcher type concept, and then this past comeback, they came back with like a really poppy concept, and I was like, oh, they're changing gears, because they're from a small company, a small group. They're not very popular, but they just came back with their song called Poison, and it's back to their original concept, and it's really, really great. It's actually like a metal song, except for it's interesting because it's got like a it's like a legitimate J-pop song over a metal track, and it doesn't sound bad. I think this is their best comeback they've done, but it's like a really good song. I'm really liking it. So if you haven't checked them out, you should, especially because they are like a tiny group. They don't get a lot of stuff.
In case you visually have maybe seen them, they're the ones that have the pink bunny, not the bunny mask on one of their members.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it used to be like a full head, and now they've kind of like incorporated it to be kind of like more of a mask. So it's not as standing out. Hyolyn came out with a song called Happiness. I don't think it's like an official song. It's like was released on her YouTube. It's really pretty, and I like her slower ballady stuff, so give that a try. I know that Sky is probably going to talk about it, but One We was great. I love the entire album. Aurora is my favorite song of the album, though. Just saying. But I'll let her talk about it later. Also, my bestie, Alexa,
Yes.
Ah.
came back
So
with
good. So good.
the best summer song.
What a bop.
It's so good. It's so cute. It's got this really great like 90s hip hop pop style to it, and the video is fun and bright and colorful. She has like a dance battle with her
I loved it.
Card.
I loved it.
It's so much fun. Like it's just like colors everywhere, and it's just the visually the music video is in the 90s too. And so I really suggest you checking it out. And also I'm gonna finally, like, as my final end to my stuff that I've been listening to, I have to mention this because literally 2 days after we filmed or recorded that Twice episode, Twice came out with the Japanese single called Perfect World, and it is now my favorite Twice song, and I'm so mad that it came out 2 days after we were like, we're gonna like solidify the songs. It's so good
every time.
It's so good. I didn't know it was coming out. My bad. I should have caught on when I was like looking through things. I didn't, and then I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really good. And then I've just kept on listening to it. So addendum from last episode, that's my favorite Twice song.
Well, it's added into our playlist now. So there you go.
Perfect.
What about you, Natalia?
Well, okay, so there was another edition of KCON. And every time KCON rolls around, the K-Contact, the online one, there's always like something that just gets me listening to something. So this time, TO1 played, and I was really picking up what they were putting down, if you know what I mean. Really loved their song "Son of Beast." It was a hot track. Really liked what they were doing. CN Blue just came back. They did a middle Japanese mini album, and they performed on KCON, and it was a delight. They didn't really perform any of their new songs off of this Japanese mini album, but they did perform all their old songs, and it was wonderful. It was so nice, you know, and they are not hampered by being a trio now. They still sound
awesome.
Just the same. So it's nice when only the most useless member of the group is the one committing heinous crimes and gets expelled. Yeah,
everybody else gets to have a career afterwards. That's nice.
It's so good. As you know, Twice. I echo what Jessie said. Twice. 17 had a comeback, and while I love the song, I thought the music video it wasn't their best music video, but the song is fantastic. The Ready to Love, but it's actually not my favorite song on the album. Their album, Your Choice. I really love the song Heaven's Cloud. It's real nice. But Ready to Love is also great. Like, and it's, you know, very cheerful 17 vibes. You know, like when you listen to it, you're like, yes, this is a 17 song. And I enjoy it. Thank you. Epic High also had a single come back, featuring Cold. I believe it's called, oh my god, my brain just went totally like
Rain to Be. I don't remember.
Rain Song. Thank you. I knew it was Rain something. Like they made it real.
Yeah, I knew it was the rain thing, and I was like, I just don't know what it is.
Well, the one way is the Rain to Be, which is probably
that's what I was
that's
thinking.
How it in your brain,
this is what we did. I love everything Epic High comes out with. Like they've never had a misfire for me personally. So it's a banger as always. It's nice, and I'm not gonna say more about it because I got to leave something for Sky here. Because I'm sure she's listened to it, but the new Ace album is real good, y'all. I really enjoyed it. But, you know, I feel like if you want to hear more about that, we should take it away to Sky, who we just keep throwing all of our albums to, because we know what it's like being the last person in line. Also, I listened to 2 p.m. It's sick. It's hot. It's everything you want.
It really, really is.
To quote TikTok, the DILFs are back. They're back, baby, and as Dilfy as ever. And Alexa's song was just chef's kiss, chef's kiss. I love her. Okay, all right, take it away, Sky. Bring it on in. Bring us on home.
So Woo-sung from The Rose, he had a single, and come to find out, he also has his own label company, something like American side of things.
Also, quick side note on The Rose. They've escaped their bondage. They won their legal battles.
Victory!
Victory is The Roses. And, like, I must say, it was a very clever move of them all to just join the military to, like... and then just let the lawyers deal with it. But they're free now, so sorry. That was my little side note. Sorry for interrupting.
No, well, yeah, I wasn't able to, like, look into that much. Amanda mentioned it to me the other day. I was like, that's really good. But I didn't have time to read the article or anything yet, so that's great. I'm really excited. Like, The Rose, they're somebody that, like, I really wanted to go see them. They were on tour right when I got into them. Like, and this was also so early in my K-pop career stuff that there was no way I was going to magically be able to go. But right when I was really into them, it was like they were in Chicago, and I was just like, oh, that. And then they haven't been back since. So.
Well, we now know why, but
yeah.
Right. So Jessie mentioned One We, really good. Check the Rain to Be, really good title track. The album's great. Check them out. They're a band, by the way. In case you're unaware who One We is, I'm going to explain very quickly. One We is the brother group to One Us. One Us is a K-pop group. One We is a band.
And when we say brother group, we literally mean a brother group.
They have one twin apiece. So
they just like split them. They're like, nah, we can't have you both in one. But how about
that'd be too much.
That'd be too much. In the same almost title.
What's cool about One We is they did exist as a group in their current incarnation. They had a different name. They existed prior to being One We. Prior to signing on that label, so that was pretty cool. Back when they were in high school or something. Lucy band came out with Gotcha. They're always so cute. They're just so cute. Like, they're just fun. I would say that I don't really think that the song necessarily matches up with the music video, but the music video is really cute too. It's just a fun song. Ace, as Natalia mentioned. One thing I want to say about Ace, music aside, you need to go look at their pictures.
Oh my god.
Picture concepts.
Oh my god. I can't.
So pretty.
I can't.
It's so pretty. I will also say I haven't seen the music video, so I don't know if they do this in the music video, which I assume they do. Because I'm watching music shows now, I get to see Ace every night. There's a fan dance in it. Do they do a fan dance in the music video too? You have to go see the performances. You can look up and count down.
Performances are
fantastic. It's so cool because they have these fans that, like, on the top they've attached really gauzy fabric. So when they bring up the fans and shake the fans, like fan the fans, the fabric flows up and stays upright because it's just like flapping up.
Oh wow.
Gorgeous. They even have it like kind of like faded dyed on the ends of it too. It's so pretty. You have to go see it.
And I bet that kind of gives an underwater look to go with the whole siren thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're mermaids this comeback.
So the music video, they never film like underwater. And like when Jessie saw the teasers of the music video, Jessie was like, but I wanted water.
But I wanted water.
Actual water.
We all did.
So, in case you aren't unaware, go check out the concept pictures for this comeback because they're really pretty. They did the underwater thing again.
They're too much.
There's a lot of fake hair extensions, but they're pretty, so it's fun.
Yeah, it's good.
There's a beautiful multi-tone mullet happening.
Oh god. The one with the braids and the one, it's like, I'm like, your hair has no right to look that good. It's not okay.
Essentially, all of the hair, real or not, is better than all of our hair will ever look, which we just have to accept and move on.
Yeah.
We just accepted this. It's just a part of life now.
It's fine.
But the album is great too. So check out the concepts, but the album's great. Han Sung-woo, he is from Victon. It's his second solo comeback. He's going to be heading to the military, so he released the song Fade. It's really good. It's like love fading away, so it's a very serious song compared to his other solo song. It's very, very different. In Flying, I have always been confused about this whole Amnesia release, this Japanese Amnesia release, because they released the music video like an eternity and a half ago, but it was in the middle of COVID thing, timing with, because I really think they were planning on doing a Japanese tour back then, and it couldn't happen, and then FNC decided to like really delay it like a lot, and I don't really understand why, but anyway, the Amnesia album from Infline is really good. Check it out. Yeah, and I'm still listening to some, and I love 2 p.m. and then Alexa was really fun too. I haven't gotten to watch it a ton, but it was cute.
Okay,
I need to listen to the second song.
I've got to out myself. It wasn't Ace. Listen, it's 4 a.m. when I'm watching these music shows. It's Kingdom's performance.
I haven't watched Kingdom stuff yet.
Okay.
I am so sorry, and I feel so bad because I know Ace is like Sky's favorite, and I couldn't even remember them or whatever.
Fine.
But I mean, like, definitely look at it though.
Yeah, look at Kingdom
performance.
Still go check it out.
Just listen, just edit.
Well,
that out.
and I haven't even watched. I haven't
And
even
you
seen
can
the
roast
Kingdom
me in the
music
comments.
video.
It's fine.
But I've seen their outfits in passing on the timeline. I'm like, they're very, like, they stand out a lot with all the costumes this time. It looked really cool.
Well, I always found the concept of Kingdom very interesting because each of the members has a stage name that's named after a different king from a different culture and history, like all over the world. And so each comeback is going to be themed via that monarch. So like the first one was
Arthur.
King Arthur. And then the
yeah.
second one, I forget the name, but it is based on a Japanese emperor. So they're going on a world tour of.
I mean, that's really cool.
And I think it's cool.
And I know that their theme actually is set up like years in advance. Like this is a pre-planned thing for years. They like even to the point of when the things are released, like the albums are released and what type of album they're going to be. It's like a really dedicated theme.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll be seeing all of it because I am intrigued. But listen, we all make mistakes, Jessie. It's fine.
I'm so sorry. That's like this. I know what like Ace sounds like too, but I guess I'm just like not like actually like watching them with my eyes open all the way too.
4 a.m. is a thing.
It's 4:30 in the morning. You can't be expected to get everything right. Don't worry about it.
I'm honestly only there for 2 a.m. So or 2 a.m. 2 p.m. I'll be there for 2 a.m. if they come back because they might be coming back very soon. But like I'll just be like, oh, one wee's here. What? Oh.
Yeah, the proper posture for watching a music show at an ungodly hour is horizontal with your eyes closed.
Yeah, no.
Until you hear something
can't
that
actually be like awake and ready. No. You just have to kind of be like, okay, this
you're just accepting it.
And then you kind of go in and out of like sleep and especially during the times when you get the random like trot or really weird concept like solo singer, you're like,
and then you're like you open your eyes and you're like, wait, what?
What's happening right
what did I just hear?
So
music, yay.
Very cool. Before we go, very quickly, everyone gets the opportunity to name one comeback or show that they're excited about. All right, let's do it. Speed round. What's coming up that we're excited about?
Too much pressure.
I will go first.
Okay, do it already.
Kyung-soo from EXO has his first solo album coming out.
Yes.
I'm very pumped about it.
All right, for me, Even of Day is coming out July 5th. That's what I'm excited about.
I think I'm looking forward to, there's a drama coming out with witch in the title, and it looks like it actually has witches. Yes. So Witches Diner.
Will it actually be witches? Stay tuned to find out.
Stay tuned.
I'm looking.
I sprung this on you. I realized we had an opportunity, and I was like, do it, Natalia. Believe in your dreams.
Well, also, I'll do a secondary plug. Minji's coming out with her next solo comeback on the 11th, so.
Ooh.
Nice.
We love her.
I always forget the name of this. There's a drama coming out. Man, I can't think of the name because the name of it is so general.
You're My Spring?
Yes. Because, like, that sounds like a, a C-drama title of just a rom-com or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to, like, really know how that show turns out. So, like,
I'm
looking forward to
Definitely not a rom-com, just as a warning.
But, like, the way it was purposefully baited, like, I want to see...
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a rom-com, and then, like, it showed up on my... Because it's coming on Netflix, so it just showed up on my, like, subscription box, and I was like, oh, I'll just check this preview, and then I was like, wait, what? What?
Right.
Hold the phone. What is this? So anyway, that's a little mini taste of what we're looking forward to. Hit us up on Twitter if you liked any of the things that we talked about, or if you heard something that you're excited about watching or listening to coming out soon. You can always find us on social media at Certified Noonas, one word. If you want to listen to us, we are everywhere podcasts can be found, but go to certifiednoonas.com to get the links to everything that we talk about, and you can listen to the episodes there as well. A final thing, this will be the last episode before the K-Pop Social Night podcast festival, which we will be taking part of, which is coming up this coming weekend. If you go to certifiednoonas.com, you can find links to that, and we hope to see you there. The tickets, everything is going, like, the money is all going to a good cause. It's for a mental health association, so it's really fun. It's a 2-day event. There's tons of podcasts going. There's going to be other guests and everything, and we think you'll really enjoy yourself, and for a good cause. So we hope to see you there. In addition, if you want to support this podcast further, you can go to patreon.com/certifiednoonas to become a member of the Certified Found Family. We do not have any sponsors other than the Found Family yet. Listen, we're open. Hit us up.
For you.
And we do some fun stuff with the Found Family, including the monthly movie nights. As a final note, we are going to be starting doing some live streams. It's going to be super fun. We have a lot of fun stuff planned. We will be doing one the week after the KPSN, I believe it is scheduled, and then keep an eye out on the old YouTube because we will be putting them periodically. We're going to be doing at different times to accommodate multiple different types of schedules. So it's going to be a good time, and we hope to see you there, like asking questions, interacting with us, because we love interacting. Anyway, we hope that you have a fantastic week and you keep enjoying Asian entertainment. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.